news. Welcome to Chronicle, everybody. It's the Wednesday game. Well, instead of Lazendis, we're going back to Witchlight. We're going to do another session of Witchlight. Now, where we last left off, I believe, the old man and the caretaker went to the... Yes, unfortunately,
Yeah.
you've been designated as the caretaker.
Ow.
Yes.
All of my intelligence is going to waste.
Hey, no, if anything, it's good because you know how to look after.
Take care of me.
Yes. So we have Bartu and Castian who have gone to the big top to, you know, kill a bit of time and see like the big shows and see what's going on. And then we had Silence Children. Was it another fucking Morty meme? Another Pringle meme? A Horse meme?
It is a joke for the intelligent.
I said I wet myself. I was just like, I cast bedpan.
No! No!
We don't
No
have
bedpan
next
spell.
to each other to be disrupted, don't worry.
No bedpan spell.
Oh my god, College of Creation.
Okay, I'll allow that.
College of Creation, adult diapers.
I would also... Wait, okay, but be real. Would the leavings disappear as well?
Oh, they
It disappears, just wet noise and hits the ground.
We had Castian and Batu going to the big top to see some fun, colourful and lively like circus events, and then we had Brunner and Shockcaller investigating the disappearance of the mime's voice, about this like bird person that allegedly had stolen it, and then they caught up. I believe you all both went to the bubble tea ride, or you were in the line.
No, that's true.
And then with a high investigation roll, I believe it was one of you two. I don't remember who, but you pointed out that there was an arcane flicker amongst one of the people waiting in line, and you went to interrogate this said person, and you know, pressed them pretty hard. They failed a deception check, and then they immediately went on the run, but not before putting Shot to sleep, passing out right there, out. And then we left off the last session with as the bird, or as the now revealed Kenku, on the run. Brunner had cast command on them, and I believe the command word was to
Stop.
I rolled for it behind the screen last week, and we're going to continue from there. It's been about, I'll say 20 seconds, so unfortunately Shot is still having a lovely little dream, just in the middle of the fairground. Everyone is sort of like in line, it's just like, oh, is she alright? I'm sure she'll be fine, dearie, we can't miss it, she's just having a little nap. Meanwhile, you go, Brunner, one more time, you go, stop! The bird goes,
Yes! I'm gonna race over there. Luke, I'm gonna stand in front, so I'm like right in the way. Luke, I'm not trying to hurt you. And I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder.
how long does command last for?
6 seconds, I think.
Okay, and then it immediately breaks out.
Let me just check.
Seems like a minute.
1 round.
1 round?
Yeah. So
Okay.
6 seconds.
So you say,
Look. I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder. I just want to talk about maybe we can make a deal for my friend to get their voice back. I don't mean any
persuasion check or intimidation check, whatever you prefer.
Oh
Oh no.
no. I don't want to intimidate them.
Yeah, but you live your best life.
15.
Okay.
That is intimidation if that counts.
Intimidation?
Yeah, I have a +5 to it, so.
Okay. How do you,
I feel like
how
I'm
do you, well, before it's
I think
more
I'm
persuadingly.
just so huge that it's like, and like made of crystal, that it kind of seems intimidating, but I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm just trying to, you know.
Sure. So,
To be fair, I have a +3 for persuasion, so if you think that fits better,
no,
then it would just be.
either one succeeds. It's all good. So, they're frozen sort of just like a moment in time, just for these brief 6 seconds, just then you get a good look at like this Kenku, a bit more like regal, frilled, like dark raven feathers, a bit like the eyes seem quite gentle and like well maintained, like well plucked. You know, they're wearing like a a tattered blue sort of robe that's sort of like frilled all the way down to the legs, and big orange butterfly wings that like that were given to them as part of their entrance. And they speak in like a very like sort of calming but more like, you know, more masculine sort of voice. It's like, well, what kind of deal did you propose for the voice that I...
Well, maybe I can do something for you to, you know, I suppose help out with whatever you might need in order to get their voice back. Look, I'm pretty good at doing errands and all sorts of things like that. Like, I'm pretty handy. I don't really have the brains, but I know people that do, so, like...
You're not really from around here, are you? Is this your first time at the carnival?
No, actually. When I was pretty small, a wee in, I think I was here. I lost something, and my friends and I have decided to come back, so...
Lost? Perhaps when you were quite young?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Maybe we should go and retrieve your friend. I'm sure they'll be awake by now.
Oh,
and by this point, you wake up from your slumber.
Look, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like you kind of deserve that. You know,
look, I'm very sorry. I was frightened. I didn't want to, well, get thrown out. So, and I thought that you were, you know, maybe assisting good old Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. So I thought maybe, best to swim.
Hey, what do you mean by that? Do they usually, like, throw people out of here? They, like, aggressive or something? What do you mean?
The beak sort of like goes, maybe it's best we don't, talk here amongst many people.
Of course. Well, I did just want to apologise. I'm sure my friend didn't mean anything by it. Even though it looked kind of, you know, like we were going to do something really bad by, like, creeping up behind you with, like, the rope and things like that. Probably not, like, a good...
Not good carnival etiquette, trust me. People have been thrown
I
out
feel
for
like
less.
it's not good life etiquette. You know, if you, like, sneak around people with, like, ropes and shit like that, they're probably going to think you're doing something bad, so...
Well, these are strange times. Perhaps we can, do you have a private place you prefer to talk?
Well, we're supposed to meet up with our friends, but, like, where would you suggest?
Do you need your friends, or?
Like, personally, or, like, right now?
But both, I guess.
Yes, to both.
Maybe.
But if you're in a rush, like...
We can strike a deal, but, tell you what, meet me near the gondola swan. It's a little bit quiet right now, okay? Everybody's going to the big top event.
Perfect, we will see you right there. Will you look like this, or like will you...
You see with like an arcane flicker, they kind of turn into like a really like dark-skinned elf with like very elongated ears and like dark salt kind of like dirty brown hair. I'm like, I'll look like this.
How do you do that?
Magic, dark magic. I'll be over there.
That's what you... Well, we will see you there. Again, sorry for the misunderstanding.
Okay, that's fine. And then,
do I believe him that he's gonna be there?
you can roll an insight check if you would like.
I would love to. Where's my insight? Actually, pretty good. 17.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, definitely telling the truth. Yeah.
Excellent.
Right. Kettle steam, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Bronna.
Bronna.
You can call me Bron if that's easier.
Bron. And you fine lady with the lovely hat.
I remain silent and stoic in this bird's conversation.
That's fair. I think I've learned that. Well, we'll see you soon.
Well, bye.
Trails off, and we'll cut to Castian and Bronna. So actually, Batu.
Back, bitch.
It's just two bees. It's two bees. My bees.
What are we doing?
Eating candy.
I do really sweets. I do love my sweets. Feel unwell.
Go to shit. Please. Then
EMT, I need you to stretcher. The stretcher?
What's wrong with you, old man?
Stretcher. Barely know.
Alright, you two are kind of pretty close to the light. Like the front of the line now of the big top. It is like easily the biggest tent, the biggest attraction in the whole of the carnival. You see, as you're like entering, you like go into like one of the pews. There's a bunch of other people there. Nothing's really like happening yet. There's like, you know, the cliche, like this, like pretty like normal like swivel lights. But if you look quite carefully, you can see like there's like these like little fairies and pixies that are sort of like in between like glass that are like sort of like emitting different colours, and they're just fluttering around in these like overly sized lights with like little gnomes and halflings kind of like on the top, just getting ready to move them to the side. And as you sit down, the lights dim and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later,
Fucking shit, we missed it.
a spotlight illuminates the leaf. Pardon me. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a lithe elven figure sitting in a silver hoop suspended above the center ring of his by a silk rope. The elf wears a dazzling suit of diamond pan mirrors and a pair of butterfly wings. His scepter is topped with a spinning vane. Welcome on and welcome on to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light, and be prepared to be delighted. And he spins sort of like around and around and around, and then the hoop just sort of like ascends back up into the big top, and it's just like you can see it's going, and then all of a sudden seems to snuff out of existence. And then let me get the big top up because there's also another thing.
This is so shit, I can't believe we missed it. Fucking bullshit.
So shit. I can't believe I missed that. Alright, ooh. Cassian, can I get you to roll a d8 for me?
Oh, you're...
The big top that's on fire.
You die!
Lightning bolt.
4.
4.
Lightning bolt.
No. Okay.
Fireball.
Meteor strike.
You all die.
I would kill.
You have less than 100 hit points level 2
Okay,
character.
this is fun.
You have 2 minutes making your character, because
We're on a time schedule! No.
I could do that.
I know you could. You've probably got like 5 or 6 backups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay. As this like lithe elf when like this bedazzled. I'm making that a word. Bedazzled.
Bedazzled?
He's bedazzled, alright? This bedazzled figure swerves up and disappears. The lights. Would she do what's my bedazzle? Yo, inappropriate. We're at a circus, goddammit. The lights swivel down to the center, going into like kind of like a figure 8 motion, going like. The lights go red, then green, and then a nice calm like aqua blue, and then seemingly out of the shadow, you see this like lovely little satyr girl, like cute little curved horns, like just reaching the tips of her ears, little kind of clopping along with her little hooves, and like seems to have like a little fiddle in her hands.
Yo, death metal.
Someone roll me a d20. Someone roll me a d20 right now because I'm gonna change something based on this.
Bitch.
What was yours? Was yours good?
I haven't rolled yet.
No, you roll yours and we'll see who's better and then we'll say that one. I can't see mine from
Can't
here.
you roll it? Just roll lucky.
Just roll.
8.
8, okay. No, you need an 11. This is fine.
No.
You see the little girl that's like grabs out like the bow or like the thing that like plays the fiddle. I don't know.
Toy Story's best fucking thing ever. Sorry.
No, it's all good. And you see this little girl like go like starts to like strum the fiddle, and it's a beautiful like calming, serene sound. Everybody just starts to begin to sway. You feel like you're kind of drifting off into a dreamy stupor, and all of a sudden, sort of around the light's still nearly going in a figure 8 motion again. These little like daisies, petunias, all these like colourful different little annual plants so pop up around her in like a figure 8 motion, and they all start like growing smiles and cute little eyes, and they all start swaying to the beat as well. and they all start singing this like really like harmonic and like humming like hymn like to the sound of the fiddle, and this seems to be the main act of the night. Everybody's just like, oh my goodness, and this little girl is just like then starts to kind of like plop along around around the flowers, picks some of them up, their little roots, like dancing around her on her shoulders, and just like do little jigs, and like the little leaves sort of acting as hands. They like whoop 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 whoop.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what would you two be doing while this show is going on?
Do you react in any way? Because that changes how Cassian
Probably pulls out an ear horn, puts that to his ear. What? Why saying something?
She's just playing a song.
Oh, I thought it was words.
No, it's not. It's not. Just clap along and yeah.
Roger forgot how to clap. Bro. He's not just saying, "Oh, that's fucking stupid."
I said he's got bad. He's got bad rhythm. His arms had like.
But
See,
Cassian-
there a fish
Cassian's
present.
like, you know, I like to
He's got like fucking dragon claws. He's trying to hold an ear horn in one hand.
This must be killing Cass as the bard.
As
Like,
the
as the bard, yeah. And somebody who actually has rhythm. Like,
Roll me a dex save, Batu.
you die.
That's it. Sorry. That's a 9. No, it's a 6. Yeah, that's just a flat 6. I got no bonus.
You break your arm, your limbs pop out.
It's okay. I can fix it.
You kind of momentarily forget about like the small like arthritis kind of like building up in your knuckles, and as you like clap, it's like take 1 point of damage for arthritis.
1 point of arthritis damage. A new damage type. That's Eldritch as fuck. He's as Magic's damage type. The creature gives you 10 points of arthritis damage. What?
You suffer rheumatoid arthritis.
What the fuck, DM? Powered pain, bitch.
Yeah, true.
Did you just call it Eldritch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arthritis damage. Well,
My
imagine
grandfather
if
suffered.
someone starts casting a spell on you and then all of a sudden all of your bones hurt.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like a skeleton's been ripped out.
That is also a different kind of damage. I think that might be force. Or could be slashing.
Yeah, if you rip his skeleton out.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning.
I can't just reanimate on them like it's leather armor.
Nice.
Oh god, no, not that whole debate, not that debate. We're good on that one. We're good on that one.
I have become beef.
I have become. Alright. So I'll say for like about 5-ish minutes or something like that, you guys are enjoying the show, and then if you two want to rock up at the big top as well, you guys can.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Then you walk in, you see the same thing. This like lovely little satyr girl just like giving it her all out of this fiddle with like these like sentient little annual plants just like dancing around her, all happy and gleeful.
Would they have like let me save 2 seats? Would they have like been okay with them?
There is more than enough space.
Okay,
The
well,
big
then
top
I
is like-
say-
You see Cass and Batu.
Yeah, I'll say it. They stand out pretty well.
There's just a huge like fucking crystal walking.
Wait, are you in the front row? Is there like people behind just a fucking centaur? Just like, wow, this is a great show.
I'm just standing here like, fuck you.
Do they have seating setups because they're fake-based or no?
There's like, you know, what do you call
Important
them?
questions here.
Yeah, very important questions. There's like a large
It's a
like
fucking stable.
there's like a big sort of like
Just staring fucking out of
It's like looking at Molly step.
yeah. Oh.
If a centaur sat, if anything, it would get taller, I would think.
That's up to Castia. How do you sit?
How do you want to sit?
How do you want to sit?
What?
Do you stand like a normal horse, or do you like a dog? Like
You lay down.
Horses can sit. They're
Okay,
just-
not like a dog. Like like a normal horse lays.
I don't know how a normal
That's-
horse sits.
That seems weird.
It starts
Is it
floating.
Open up those legs or whatever, they're like on the side of some shit. Yeah. Sit.
But
Cassian lurks like a cat.
Just.
Cassian does not meow.
Castia.
Every time I sit, I have to roll a con save to see if I meow or not.
Go on.
IRL or is Cassian?
Catstian.
Yo. It's so dark. It's such a dark world.
Yeah, you pass, you're fine.
You have meow.
Put on like a 3. Meow.
I'm gonna push through. Dice!
I'm like clapping, like, hey!
We've done some shit.
What?
We've done some shit.
What? Speak up, dear.
Should be really.
We did some shit.
Sorry. I'm trying to do a performance, please.
I'm gonna sit down next to Alex. I'm gonna talk shotgun down as well. I'm gonna whisper to Cass. Whispering, I'm not gonna do it now, but look, we got into some trouble.
What did you do? Also whispering.
Yep, good.
I made some bad decisions. Well, actually, it wasn't me, to be fair.
Oh.
We didn't make bad decisions.
Well, we got there in the end. The Kettle Steam, that's the name of the Tengu that stole Candlefoot's voice,
Oh.
agreed to
Mhm.
make a deal with us. We just have to go and meet them at the gondola, the Swan Gondola.
Swan
What
dollar.
kind of deal?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't agree to whatever deal it was, I just agreed that we make a deal. And then I said, like, I don't know, I don't have any brains, so, like, you're gonna have to do it. Not my forte, you have to, like, decide or, like, whatever. We can do it together, it's fine. I just thought,
We make a deal with a bird
Okay, it's you.
and another bird.
What?
I have to make a deal.
yeah, you're the smart one, so.
Okay.
Yeah, the smart
We're
one.
having bird for dinner.
No, like,
We could. Depends how the deal goes.
I don't think we should do that.
no, I'm.
I don't think no, I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
I once cooked a bird with my lightning bird.
I am a crystal. Okay, what am I age?
You like dirt?
Plants, bitch.
You're just sitting there like, eating like soil.
I worship the wild mother. I'm vegetarian. This is canon.
I once ate a whole bird I shot out of the air with my lightning breath.
Oh.
Ooh, what kind of bird?
Oh.
One of them.
Was your wife there?
Do you think he shot his wife out, this guy?
No, was she present? I just want to delve into the intricacies of Bartu's life.
What?
Why?
It's an interesting
Are
man.
you my grandson?
How many times have we been over this room? Don't have a grandson.
Oh.
Could I roll a perception check to scan the production and look for criminality? I'm looking for no, I don't know if Mr. Light was here. Can I see Mr. Light?
You can roll a perception check if you would like.
Have we ever seen Mr. Light and Mr. Witch? We haven't,
No, we don't. I got 16.
16.
but they have. We've seen Mr. Light.
They
not
saw
Mr. Witch,
Mr.
okay.
Light. They saw Mr. Light in the hoop. 16? No. You just see, a large crowd and this like lovely little, adorable little satyr girl just giving it a roll with the fiddle. But no, you don't see any criminality. You just see very jovial and happy people just like clapping along and just dancing and copying the dance moves of these flowers. It's just like
There's nothing that I really see that's worth me paying attention to much further than
nah,
just
it's not
entertainment.
yet. Just
Beautiful.
entertainment.
Did you guys like the show?
What?
I've been mostly spending it trying to keep Martin in rhythm, so. Cass is like speaking while just keeping the rhythm because Cass is so like musically talented. We're just.
I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna. I rolled a 5, I don't keep a rhythm. I'm just like.
I got a 6.
You don't give him rhythm either.
To be fair, I got an 8, but.
No rhythm.
But it's fine.
Yeah, no, no rhythm.
Gasp of pain. There's like your fingers just like alright.
Your arthritis is really flaring up now. We're just clapping.
No, I'm understanding.
Shall we head to the gondola?
I'm so sad.
Well, I think we're supposed to watch the show now we are.
I thought the show already happened. I thought we missed it.
No, the
Is
show's,
this
the
the
show's
show?
going. The show's going.
Oh, okay.
You can.
That's why I'm keeping it rhythm. To clap.
Can you help me keep it in?
Would you like a sweet?
Do you want me to? From his hands. I like grab from his hands like.
Do you like a boiled candy?
Yes. I still.
Yes.
What flavour is that?
Look at the color of it. Don't know.
See, I'm a little bit concerned that you don't know. And
Is it like Betty Bott's every flavoured beans?
what is it?
I think yeah, it is exactly like Betty Bob's every flavoured beans. 100%.
What flavour is it? Dean, tell me what the flavour of this random candy is.
Tell me the flavor of the random old guy's candy.
It's old man flavoured.
No, it
Rip,
is.
no.
Got it. Well, no, you tell me the colour. What's the colour? You give me the colour and I'll give you the flavour. For fun.
Pick a baggie. What color was it from the baggies?
We should make a D100.
Oh no, I was saying this to Lucky earlier. I plan to.
Blue, light blue.
Ocean water.
Huh.
Tastes like it's super,
You know, I
super
think
salty.
This might be one of those saltwater taffy things. It tastes like salt.
I like salt.
How's-
Actually, it kind of tastes a little bit like muddy.
It's
Can
like-
I
it's li-
roll to see if I know what the fuck this is?
Sure, if you would like, yes.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Actually, you know what? I think this is seawater.
It's like someone grabbed like a giant ladle and scooped out like something from the deep ocean. And went,
I got that flavor once. I very much enjoyed it.
It kind of tastes a little bit fishy.
Are you on the seawater diet? You see water and you eat it.
You drink water.
You just eat water.
This is a candy.
Of seawater though. Don't get high and mighty on me.
What? What do you mean?
How's the show going?
the girl is just about like wrapping up, and the flowers like do a little like pirouette and a bow, and then they
Being
go.
mean to the dumb one in the group.
That wasn't mean.
Poor
That
Papa.
was mean.
No.
That was mean.
No.
She's stupid as fuck. She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. And then the flowers just give their bow, and then they kind of like, and they kind of just like kind of regress back into the ground,
Oh,
and
really?
somewhat seem to no longer exist. They're just like.
Oh.
There is a Jack.
Get out of here. Scram.
Bye, Jack. I love you.
Much love.
I forget I cast my magic through an orb.
Yes. And then the little girl, little satyr girl, gives a lovely bow. The crowd's like, "Oh, lovely, absolutely marvelous, well done."
Usher claps out of time with the applause.
Then they just sort of, she sort of trails off.
Do they do like a lap of a circle or anything?
She kind of like struts around in like the 8-figure motion that like her flowers were prancing in, and then just off into the night. It just seems to vanish. And the lights sort of like flicker back on, and it's just like, oh, okay, break time already. Oh, there's people just silently
Was
chatting.
the intermission?
Possibly, yeah.
How long does that go for? You like music and stuff.
It depends on the show in itself. Sometimes it's like 15 minutes, sometimes it's like 3 minutes. It just depends on who's.
Are you waiting for the next show? It'll be on in like 5.
Oh,
Oh,
five?
shit. Well, we should
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Then.
Would you like a sweet?
Hey, oh, what kind you got there?
I don't quite remember.
Oh, I
Mystery
like
man.
a gamble. I like a gamble. You see, it's like this kind of like older, like more wrinkly orc fellow, like bald, but with like kind of like a little couple of tufts of like springy hair just there, like one chipped tooth, like right there, and one like overly long one. Like, yeah, alright, give it here. What's the color?
Roll a d8 and 8's pink, and then all the rest is just like the rainbow.
Yeah, go from the rainbow. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a good way to do it. I like that.
What color is orange?
Orange. Orange.
30 oranges in one candy.
That apricot.
I guess so.
Not bad. No, if you're staggered lucky, you might see the clowns fly out of the cannon. That one's a favourite of mine. I remember seeing it when I was a wee little tucker.
They fly out in the cannon?
Yeah, they got shot out.
Are they, do they get hurt?
No,
How
well,
much,
not that I ever saw.
how much, do they need to, like, magic to fly them out of the cannon?
I don't know. He's sort of like kind of like in like old farmer's clothes. He's like, do I look like I'm into that kind of scene? I come here to be amazed.
Well, I don't know. I just thought you seem like you know stuff, so I would ask.
I know how to till the soil, and I know how to rattle some sheep. That's about it.
How do you
What?
till soil?
He
Oh,
goes
this is
into a-
annoying. You don't have to.
He goes into a very detailed description of how to till soil. I don't feel like talking about tilling soil. Though.
Beautiful.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe when I go back home, maybe I should implement some of these. Just tilling the soil.
We get some fine potatoes that way. Just.
What about carrots?
And he will converse as long as
Yeah.
you as you
Ron
want.
is interested.
Yeah. Right. And then around that point, like
About
he'll
5
go
minutes?
about like 3-4 minutes later after conversing, after Bronner and this orc fellow are just conversing about growing their crops and like looking after livestock. The lights again like all sort of like center on like this one big curtain in the back, and it sort of like regresses. I need someone to roll a d8 for me.
Lucky, go!
8.
8.
See, the tree is good.
We don't know that. We haven't got the rough yet.
Okay.
Kaba. Beep beep.
You see Mr. Light kind of doing like what the staff have been doing. He sort of just like cartwheels out like in a perfect form. It's just like it's like straight and narrow. Like, then he kind of does like a triple somersault and then backs down. He's just like, "All right, everybody, are we enjoying the show tonight?"
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Woo!"
Put a sweet in my mouth.
Now for our next performance, we have the lovely ballerinas of the Fae. Give it up for here they are. And then out comes this like massive, like gigantic animated wardrobe that seems to be just like driving itself. It's like doing like mad skins, like sort of like a crazy clown car, but it's a big wardrobe. It's like, and then the doors.
Yo.
Out comes like this like massive red carpet, like, and then like these like 8 ballerinas just seem to just like hop and skip and cartwheel and somersault out of this like wardrobe, and then alongside them are 3 like beautifully designed and colourful flaring costumes with the butterfly wings that seem to just like animate and dance on their own. And then you see that these ballerinas, like, you know, do a little curtsy to the crowd, and then they begin to do this lovely dance, followed by like a beautiful little orchestral piece by the same little satyr girl, just in the background, just going with the fiddle, and there's like a little piano and an orchestra playing, and then these like costumes are just sort of like doing the bows as well, and like gracing the audience. They don't really gesture with hands; they don't have any, but they do these like resplendent dances where like they chop and change their outfits with each other, and just seem to like fly onto the ballerinas, and then. It's a pretty interesting performance. You don't know how it's done. You can assume magic, but that's what's happening. It's like, oh, this is a good one. Oh, yeah. I got the magic dresses. Oh, that's excellent. Oh.
Connoisseur in the arts, random farmer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Random farmer.
Random farmer.
Okay.
With magic dresses.
What would you guys like to do? You want to stay and watch a performance, or want to do something else?
I'll watch.
Yeah, being polite, I'll sit down and
Being
watch.
polite?
I don't want to like stand up in the middle of a performance because I'm just like I ruin it for like the 5 rows behind me.
Hey, can you mind squatting down a little? Excuse me, sir. Would you mind? Just down just a smidge. Thank you.
Cash just like keeps going lower and lower.
Brought him in solidarity.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know. I thought it was doing it to be nice. Well, being stupid.
They're doing dabs. It's like
Cash gets up and leaves.
Evac come to me.
it's a dance of the royals amongst Fae culture. All right.
I'm
It's
calling my wife.
No, I'm just gonna show up one day and just be like, this is the royals. This is fake culture, guys.
Slay bit.
you do see the clothes are like,
Oh, I cannot.
or however they do it. I can't do it. I'm not coordinated. Just imagine the clothes are doing it well. Yeah, they did that. It's all part of culture, guys. You diss culture? Damn.
That's fake.
That's fake culture right there.
I don't want to be in this world.
I'm gonna be so upset with the phase like we really fell on the door like Papa Jackets and shit. Sup, bruh?
They're all just wearing bacon Kathmandu.
This will go on for a few more minutes, and then they'll sort of just like wrap up. They'll all kind of like dance, pirouette, and hop and flip their way back into the wardrobe. A few more mad skids, and then sort of drives off at a breakneck pace behind the curtain, and then everyone's like, bless you.
Bless you.
And the lights back on. It's like, and it seems to be another break. For how long? You don't know.
Fucking god, why is so long?
We should be gone.
Well, this dude's been waiting for like 10-15 minutes.
Probably. Yeah, it's been about 10 minutes.
Wait, he's there waiting already.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
No, you said that you were meeting.
Yeah, I said to you at the Swan Gondola I was supposed to meet him.
You didn't say that.
I didn't think I thought I did say no. I thought you just wanted to watch like ballerinas.
Oh my gosh.
It's good negotiation tactics to make them wait for
I'm
us.
so sorry.
Oh, it's so
I'm just gonna stand up and go.
Alright, yeah. Ronald, go.
I'll pass up. We're leaving.
Where do we go?
To this one.
To that Swan Gondola.
Okay.
Why
What
did you
about
start
this?
shaking off?
What about the show?
No, it's the end of the show.
What?
Yeah, it's the end. We're
Oh.
leaving now. Yeah.
They're leaving now, yeah.
Come on.
Parting ways.
Okay,
We're like gonna head.
You gonna head to the gondola, Swan? Okay.
The Swandula.
The Swandola.
This one though.
It's only a very short walk, about a couple minutes up ahead, so you're lucky.
I'm like, even though I'm the fastest in the party, I am the slowest because I'm stuck with this guy. And it's like,
Do you need help?
it's just.
Where am I?
I'm the carry battery. Now, dude, would you mind if I make things go a little bit faster?
What? Why are you rushing?
Because I made a mistake.
Okay.
No, I made the mistake.
What?
Don't worry.
Do you want to be carried?
Okay, sure.
I'll lift Batu. Do I need to roll anything for it?
No, you're strong enough. Batu's very lean and
Right, I'll carry Batu.
You carry Batu. Okay.
It's like my wedding.
Really?
I'm just like
Did you get carried or did you carry the dragon?
I look at like 30 really flimsy arms.
Well, I thought when maybe in your youth, maybe you were like super strong or something.
I mean, I used to have muscles, but not that kind of muscles. Dragons are very big.
Do you think I can lift a dragon?
I mean, I'm
You're
sure.
technically a dragon, no?
What's the other kind of muscles?
Brain muscle.
Barney shoots a wing.
Oh my! Oh my!
I
Cheating on your wife now, are you?
I never said I'm cheating on my wife.
Flirting with other women? How dare you?
They have an open relationship.
I don't.
maybe they don't. Maybe it was just playful flirting. This happened.
No, it was a response to the question of what are the other muscles.
Do you think I can lift a dragon?
I'm sure you would try.
I probably would, yeah. I think I could do it. I'm pretty strong.
I'm sure you would try. Just make sure it's a dragon that knows what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, well you should always ask people before you're gonna lift them up or anything. Like before you touch them.
Especially ones that can breathe giant exhalations of fire.
Do you think I'd catch on fire? Interesting question.
I don't
You
know.
would catch on fire.
My clothes would, but with my skin, it is crystal.
It would become like more molten.
I think it would have.
Sort
I
of
just
melt.
put
And
it
sort
aside.
yeah, and melt. Yeah, more or less. If it under high heat, your skin would just sort of melt off.
Feels like
like,
my
like molten rock.
Well, actually, I don't catch on fire, but it is incredibly painful because my skin turns liquid.
Oh, I saw that happen once.
Yeah?
That was
Great.
scarring.
Yeah, it's not nice.
It's
Very
more
nice.
I'm convinced Batu's just committed some war crimes when.
I'm gonna talk to you about that. I had an idea what Barney was like when he was young.
Send me all your thoughts, please. Alright, as you are all conversing about what it feels like to carry a dragon and like have your skin melted, you approach the gondola swans.
Pleasant carnival conversation.
Pleasant carnival conversation, pleasant carnival talk. Enormous swans glide through the water, pulling ornate wooden gondolas draped in flowers. The swans disappear into banks of silver mist as they wend their way down the river. A jetty extends ahead, at the end of which, waiting, a swan preens its feathers. And along that preening swan, you see, familiar to you two, a dark-skinned elven man with like dirty brown hair, just really like tapping their feet, like.
Hello,
Is this
that's him. This is Kettle's team. Kettle's team. This is
You really took your time.
in my defense, I did
I
not
thought-
realize.
I thought you
You
were going
were
to
gonna-
get your friends and then come meet me.
Well,
Did?
With a bit more haste.
I'm really sorry. I didn't think it was like time is of the essence thing. I thought
Time
you
is always
think-
of the essence, my friend. The carnival doesn't always stay open forever, you know.
It's been like 10 minutes, man.
15. I've got things to do. I've got places to be.
Look, I'm really sorry. That's my fault. I told you before I don't have the most brains, so like, I think you might be better if it's like a complicated thing. Speaking to my friend, I like tried to say and I just forgot all the details and stuff. So that was my problem. I'm very sorry.
What are we doing?
I don't
here
know,
again?
brother. Holly, I love you.
Just steal your outfit.
You're just like going on a tangent, and Kettle's team's sort of just like dancing off to these two. It's like, right, what's your deal then? Hmm?
What are we doing here?
Okay.
Well,
You seemed to be sensible. So does the other one, but they won't talk anyway.
I'm the friend that.
Are we stealing back the place?
No, not stealing.
hey, we're making a deal to get it back if we can.
That's
Why are we dealing with criminals?
what the plan is.
Maybe we talk on the gondola, please.
Can we all fit in a
Yeah,
gondola?
is that possible?
I
Okay.
think it fits a maximum of 6. So as long
Yeah.
as no one else comes on, that's fine.
Yeah, I count as like 2 people, so
You all have your tickets then?
yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We do.
Come on.
We do.
I do.
And then
I have yours too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw a little diagram of your ticket too.
I feel punch sticky.
Like sticky, like like boiled candy residue on it.
Yo.
Yeah.
We go on to
you see Kettlestein sort of walks up to this gondola, and like this giant swan that pulls it just sort of like leans over, it's just like, fine night for you, and then sort of offers the ticket to the swan, and then the swan goes, even though it's like a big mouth, sort of just like lightly nips the ticket, and a perfectly tiny like little punch hole is in the ticket.
Wow. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Do the same.
Yeah.
You all get your tickets punched?
Yes.
Yeah, I do it for parts.
Please mark off that you've all had one ticket punched.
Yeah, that's really smart way
Is
of
it, this is
marketing.
our second one, I think, right?
Yes.
Because we did.
For me,
Did the
me
whole
and
of
you do
illusion?
shit like this one.
Okay, cool.
We have 8 altogether.
Yes, so you should be
I
on
drew a little
6.
diagram for myself.
Thank you. Yeah,
Good job.
out of 6, right?
8.
8.
8 max, and now you would have 6 punches left.
Yes, Batu only has 5.
Okay, in case you noticed, the big top didn't cost anything. It was just you go there and enjoy.
That's exciting.
And so you all hop on, and then Kettle sort of like gets at the front of this little gondola, facing the 4 of you. It's like, all right, when you're ready. And the gondola goes, of course, and sort of pulls this like lovely little gondola with like all these beautiful, colourful like petunias and daisies, just like kind of waved together in vines that go across like the entirety of the boat. And you all just sort of drift across, starting here, and sort of just start to follow this like little makeshift lake.
Oh, wow.
I would like to say in character just the word murder. And I want to look at the swan and see if its ears prick up or anything like that. If it's listening, I would like to roll an insight check on
You
it.
may.
Oh, that is lovely. Plus, that's 24 in total.
24,
Mm.
very insightful. So how loud do you say the word? Do you kind of just like murder or like murder?
in between the two, like a conversational to loudly conversational volume.
The swan sort of is just like, preening its way and sort of like guiding the gondola along, and then you say the word murder, and then it's just like, not being very obvious at all. They rolled really low, and like, kind of giving you a look. It's just like,
What are we doing on the boat? Are we asking the voice back again?
Yeah.
I believe your friend caught me in a bit of a spell, and then you see that this dark elf sort of flickers and the Kenku form is revealed. I believe that you said you had a deal for me for the voice I use before you now.
Did you have a deal? Or
No, I
okay.
just said,
Okay.
I just said if there's anything you want, maybe we can help you get it back so that
Why
we can
don't
help our
we
friend.
just get the voice back? Or double me to get the voice back?
I think it's probably isn't it hard to get the voice back because I think Kettle's team has it now.
Yeah, so if there's anything that we can do for you that's obviously within the rules of the carnival, we would want to.
You see they kind of like lean into like a pocket in the back of their robe, and you see there's this like this straw doll, and it's got like very similar attire to the mime Candlefoot that you saw from the Hall of Illusions, and it's got like a barbed thorn like wrapped around its neck, almost sort of like a noose. It's like,
That is gruesome.
Oh,
this is what lets me have the voice for a time. And dear old Candlefoot can't say a damn thing. Oh,
That's kind of mean.
But when you think about it, does a mime need their voice?
I think so. It
Do
probably
they?
makes his personal life pretty unpleasant.
yeah, they're not always a mime.
Can I hold that?
Oh, I thought we had to make a deal. I'll more than happily give you the doll if you help me out with a thing or two.
What a boiled candy.
Well, what is that?
Yeah, what is the thing?
I'll give him boiled candy.
Oh dear.
Please be warned that you may have bad flavor.
5.
Red, orange, yellow, green,
Blue.
blue. We'll say this tastes like. I don't know. What do you think of when you think of blue? Zan?
Sapphire.
Blue
Blue
flavor,
face.
like the blue flavor.
The blue. The
Yeah.
blue flavor. It tastes like the blue flavor. If you know, you know. Kind of like how a crow is just sort of like grabs like a bit of bread. It's just like.
Was it an alright flavor?
Very blue. Not bad.
Okay.
Blue.
Very blue. It tastes how it looks.
Okay.
Before
This is unfair. I got seawater. And you get just the colour blue.
before we continue, there's 2 bits of insight I would like to make.
Mm-hmm.
Is it wearing heavy armor or anything like that?
No, you can tell from what I described before. They're just in like very light blue, like kind of like blue frilly robes with like the orange butterfly wings.
Could I roll another insight to guess if it can swim?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Plus
you can,
6.
Yeah, you can reasonably assume that this creature can swim.
That's a shame. Cool.
Trying to drown the bird.
No, but if we're on the boat, can I get off the boat?
Can I ask to just be like, mind if I check in that door to see if it's real?
The deal first, and the doll is all yours. I swear.
Well, what do you want?
As they're about to like get into it, they see some of like the witchlight stuff like cartwheeling around, and then they quickly like up into a completely different form, much smaller, like sort of like a stocky gnome with a big nose. It's just like,
Is this one paying attention to all of this? The
swan seems awfully distracted somehow, just enjoying like the calm, the rockiness of the
I'm
high
gonna
waves.
lay in slyly and look like, are you like hiding from someone?
I'm not really supposed to be here, okay?
Right, so you stole someone's voice because you're not supposed to be here, or you're not supposed to be here because you stole someone's voice?
Or the option.
Ooh,
It's
what's the third option?
Murder?
No.
So we can just get it back by not telling the authorities that you're here.
My lady doesn't really permit the murder, nor am I interested in
Your
murder.
lady?
Have you heard of the name Zibilna before? Zibilna?
Have
Have
I
any
heard
of
of
us
it?
heard yet?
No. The name Zibilna
I'm
doesn't ring it.
stupid as fuck too.
Oh! I'll get you two, because you spent time in the Feywild.
Yeah, I go around.
I will give you 2 history check rolls, but they're very high.
Well,
Sorry.
Let's
That's
go,
funny, right?
Cass.
So it's a 6 for a 10.
Slay.
10? What'd you get there? 7. 7? No, no clue.
Brain.
Well,
Brain thing.
My brain's that bad.
Great. Zibilna is my patron. She is what allows me to do these fancy disguises, if you will.
That's really cool.
She's a powerful archfey, lives in the Fey,
Mm.
but she's gone quiet of late. I don't know why. I need to know why. As a faithful servant of her being, I am sworn to uphold her magic and uphold her will of charm and trickery and laughter and fulfillment and fun, but she's not recently answered my calls.
Does she usually speak to you often?
Often. Quite. It's been
What was the last thing she spoke to you about?
something about Prismera.
Do you know what that is?
Prismera is where she resides.
Oh.
Prismera is sort of a part of the Fae, but also not part of the Fae. It's where she houses her resplendentness, I guess, with her domain, her little pocket of the Feywild all for herself. She was talking about how beautiful it is, and then all of a sudden, cold, quiet, and nothing.
Nothing she did prior was unusual at all.
No, it was all fairly normal, and then silence.
Do you have a way to get to where this
I-
is?
I don't. But I overheard a small conversation. You saw them before, and then the big top. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light know more than they're letting on.
Do you think they have something to do with your patron?
She sort of leans back and then kind of like like with a little bit of a cough, out comes this like very familiar voice that you heard just the big top alone. It sounds exactly like Mr. Light. It's like, someone is going to find out about this. They're going to shut us down. And then she kind of croaks her like voice again, and now comes like a more like deep, this like grunty sort of voice. It's like, we agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the hourglass coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. This is what you want, right? What that means, I don't know, but they're hiding something.
Do any of us know what Hourglass Coven is?
Hourglass or Powerglass?
Hourglass.
Powerade. No, hourglass.
I don't fucking know. That'd be buff hacks.
Yeah.
Does it feel this?
Hourglass, right?
Hourglass.
Do any of us know? God damn it. By rolling that 20, would I know? I rolled a 3.
No. Nope. So I've been
Yeah.
based. I tried gaining an audience with them. They refused to see me, so I thought maybe a bit of leverage might draw their attention. But
Like
It-
taking away their staff's voices, or
well, that was a bit more for fun.
That's fun to you.
Oh, it's part of the
were
Fae.
you ever planning on giving it back?
Maybe. If Mr. Witch and Mr. Light gave me the location for Ismera, but then they don't want to let me. So I'll hang on to Candlefoot's voice.
So if we like get the location of Prismera, it will help.
If you can do me a little errand, I'm forbidden from knowing my lady's domain, whereabouts it is and where to go and how to get in. I'm not allowed. If you could find my lady for me, I'll give you the voice back.
We have to go to the place.
Just for someone else's. Do you or your lady know about other stolen things than just a man's voice?
Your friend mentioned something about that too. You've all been here before, haven't you?
Yes. I have. Have you?
Yeah?
No? Yeah.
Nah. I don't remember why though.
I don't remember why.
I was here.
Yeah, I remember being here.
I don't know much, but I've heard things. Things going missing. All I can say is maybe Mr. Witch and Mr. Light might know a thing or two more.
So what you're saying is we have to talk to the bigwigs.
If you can try and get an audience with them, yes.
How hard is that? Can I go up to like their tent or something and be like, hey, I want to talk to you about stuff.
Mr. Light is only ever seen leaving the staff area during the big top extravaganza, which I'm assuming which is where you just were.
Oh, you listen. That's tricky because I was supposed to meet with you, but we were going to meet with them. I guess. Then were we, or we were just watching the big
Yeah,
top
we were
stuff?
trying to like see if we could speak with them.
And then Cass said like, oh, why don't we go to like meet Kettle because you've just been standing there, and then I was like, oh well, I forgot. And now we're here. But what I don't understand is if you know that still in the voice isn't working exactly, why don't you give it back? And then
'Cause
we
it's-
just do it for you anyway.
Because it's kind of fun. Don't you ever do things that are a little cheeky and just bring a smile to your face?
Can we just like
Um,
dob him into
I
like one of the
don't like-
festival staff?
We could probably do that. That also feels kind of mean.
Behind Bronna, but attempting to be out just behind the vision of Bronna,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to obviously finger my pistol in Kenku's direction.
Kettlesteam's direction.
Hmm?
Okay. In Kettlesteam's direction.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just a,
We were
a
getting
passive
somewhere.
threat,
No.
not an active one.
I don't think there's a
That's
way to
not
take
very
that.
passive. I have a gun. I'm gonna.
Are you being subtle or are you being very obvious that you have your gun out?
Subtle.
Subtle? Okay. Stealth check then.
That's like just a handle. I'm not like.
No, I'm just doing it to lucky.
Oh, fair
Based on
enough.
your-
That's 19 in total. Is it too subtle?
No. 19 you got?
Yeah.
I also got a 19.
Oh.
So do a rollies.
Rolly!
Rollies!
Oh my god, roll these papers?
Did you get an at 1?
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 2.
Oh
Well,
dear.
plus, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, nat ones aren't like critical fails for skill checks, but still, it's definitely a fail. So you kind of like describe this 2 to me.
So I would like be like flicking the strap that's like holds it down up and down so you can like hear the click of just the leather and metal against each other. That's louder than I anticipate and far more of a what's that over there?
Do you mind if you try to shoot me? Well, if I die, then you're just gonna get thrown out of the carnival, and you'll never get a chance to get back what you've lost, will you?
Wait, what?
I don't feel like anybody should be shooting anybody.
We shouldn't even be threatening to shoot. We were just having
Yeah,
a
we
conversation.
let's just calm down.
I remain silent and stoic.
The gondola swan sort of turns their head again and like leers at you. It's just like, just like looks forward again.
How big are they?
Up there.
Like 20 foot or like how big?
That's a good question. I do have that right here. They are large
How
beasts.
big would their head be looking at shot forward?
They're large beasts, so they're about 10 foot in
Oh, shit.
size.
Okay, pretty big.
And yeah, if you got on their back, you could fit 2 of them on its actual back, but you're in the gondola, so it kind of pulls the 5 of you along. Now, I don't want any violence. Violence is not in my nature. Just trickery. Just trickery. I'm happy to give the voice back. I've enjoyed this one, but I'll give it back. All I ask is that if you find your way to Prismera, you'll just see to my mistress, see how she's doing, please.
Absolutely.
I am indeed. I joke and I faff around, but I am worried for her safety. She may be a powerful being, but she is not immortal.
Well, I know something about having a connection with like a higher being, and I understand it's no there's no connection like it, and I'm sure shot caller didn't mean anything by threatening you. I think we just really want to help out our friend.
Did you make a bargain with an archfey as well?
No.
No.
I sort of found my way to the Wild Mother.
The Wild Mother, yes. Quite
Yeah.
one of the more respected and celebrated, I guess, deities amongst the Fae. Hmm?
Do you respect her?
I acknowledge her existence, but my heart and loyalty is to I can't pronounce his fucking name. Zybilna.
Huh?
Zybillna.
I've lately been having some issues with my connection to
You don't strike me
Wild
as a
Mother.
Wild Mother follower.
what do you mean by that?
Well, normally they're full of bit more colour and life. You're just crystal and rock, which is Wild Mother's domain. But that's just more you as your person, not really any.
Are you being mean to my friend?
No, it's called observation.
I don't see what that observation is
Like
achieving.
goes quiet and is staring out into the lake, thinking deeply.
You don't have to look a specific way to worship anything specific.
This is true. This is true. I don't know. Where I'm from, it's all about colours and celebration and being loud with who you follow or bargain with.
Okay.
Not the point. Do we have a deal?
So you want us to go all the way somewhere else and then come back to you and tell you that we have gone to that specific place, and only then will you give the voice of someone that we have just met today back?
I'll give you the voice back now if you promise me you will at least see if my mistress is okay. Have I not given you some valuable information?
If that sounds like a better deal, because I don't know what we would be walking into if we went to a place that we've never been before.
I've never been there either. I have no idea what it's like.
If you were willing to give the voice back now or sooner before we decided to go on a whole expedition, yes, that would be very much appreciated. It's not us that's benefiting from this at all, so you know that it's not something that we're doing for greed in ourselves.
You're good eggs. You've got good hearts. Helping out a little mine without getting to know them. I've played with Candlefoot many a time throughout my years of sneaking in here, and well, it's nice to see some kind hearts and some friendly travellers for once. Everybody else is just here for a good show. You're here for something more. I can see that.
Yes, we are.
You see, Kettlestrom sort of grabs this viney noose from around the straw doll and sort of just and then the vine sort of fizzles out into bits of dust, and then what about you? You said you wanted the doll?
I'll grab the doll.
Gives you a straw doll.
I'll give him another boiled candy.
Roll me a d8.
More sweet. 3.
Yellow. Once again, a warning that
Piss
it might be a
flavour.
Alright.
I warned about the bad flavor possibility.
Piss flavour.
I've never had urine.
I
before, but I imagine that's what it tastes like.
Oh, good.
Thank you for that. I now know such joy.
Buddy puts a candy in his mouth.
I'm incredibly sorry.
It's okay.
5.
Blue.
Depression.
Sure, it tastes like depression.
That.
It tastes like depression. Congratulations.
Buddy just starts crying.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
The candy's depressed.
What?
The candy gives you momentary depression for as long as you suck on it.
I'm old.
Arthritis.
My mind's hot.
Okay. Dear God. Help us all. Help this old man.
Do you DM?
Not to me. Now, there. I've upheld my end. My only advice would be, well, as you heard before, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light know more than what they're letting on. So they may have the answers to get to Prismera.
Do you have any tips on how to actually have an audience with them? What did you try that didn't work so we know not to try that ourselves?
Well, don't anger them. Don't be dour. Mr. Light sort of reflects the mood of the carnival. The more optimistic and positive you are, the more joyful he will be. Mr. Witch, hard man to read, really.
You'll be alright.
Like a second candy.
What is the problem with? Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, he's depressed.
It's alright. There's just the candy.
Candy?
It's-
Maybe you should have another one to counteract this.
It ends, and all of a sudden, my body's just like, what happened? Where am I?
I'm back.
The only other time you would probably get a chance to meet Mr. Witch or Mr. Light would probably be during the crowning ceremony of the Witchlight Monarch.
Oh, when.
That happens at the end of every carnival.
Okay.
Upon the 8th hour, just before the carnival wraps up, everybody will attend the big shop.
Say again?
Everybody will attend the big top upon the 8th hour to see who will be crowned the Witchlight Monarch.
Is there a plan for who the Witchlight Monarch is, or is that something they can earn as like just a
It's like vibes?
custom?
Honestly, yes.
It
It is always given to the happiest person on the carnival that night.
Oh. I know.
Those who are crowned get a very private and exclusive meeting with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. But that's not guaranteed. Unless you prove yourself to be the happiest person here.
Okay.
Buddy starts digging through the candy bag.
Buddy.
Where's the happy this one?
There's the happiest kid.
But I had just the depression candy, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but that actually happened?
Yeah, they picked out a blue candy and it was the color of
Tastes
depression.
like depression.
Tastes like depression.
I said, I don't have to taste the candy to
No,
know.
no one really. That or, well, I wouldn't recommend this, but you could always steal from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, get some leverage on them, perhaps.
It's not really my thing personally.
No?
Is being happy your thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Go with that then.
most of the time.
Not that I've seen Mr. Witch all that often, but in the brief moments I have, he's always seen with that ghastly little pocket watch. Never leaves anywhere without it in the whole carnival. And Mr. Light, well, if you went to the Big Top Extravaganza, you would have seen that fancy white and red spirally looking staff. He's rarely ever seen without it.
So if we were to steal from them, those would be the objects that we steal, but we're
Yes.
not planning on doing that at all.
I'm
I
just
would
saying,
never.
if you wanted to, that would certainly get their attention.
I feel
men would
Well,
be inclined, and they would be inclined to listen to you.
what I don't get, this is, you know, maybe making things too like simple. But you said we shouldn't like anger them, and I feel like if we were to steal from them, they'd probably be a little bit upset.
yeah, they
Oh
would
yes.
want to
Oh no, most definitely. But I mean, it
I'm
would
also not
work.
very good at stealing stuff.
Neither. I think that's if we want to be mean, and instead of being nice and talking to them like we're talking to Kettlestein here, it would be like, you have to tell us where Prismera is, otherwise you won't get the staff or the watch back. But
Right.
we could just have like a conversation with them if we decide to be nice and happy.
We could just be like really happy.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Just spend time at the carnival.
I'm already kind of like happy, so I don't know how do you get happier?
How do you get
We
happier?
could go
You
on
have to, like-
carnival rides.
I think we just make other people happy, and that's a fulfilling activity.
Yeah, that makes
That
me
is
happy.
very
actually.
wholesome.
Well, I've done that quite a lot during my life, so yeah.
Yeah, I think we go there and we do our best to be the happiest we can be to see if we can win this goddamn thing.
Okay, that's.
But
that's
I
a bit
feel
of a-
like, but what if they know we fake it?
Would you
No,
like
we
a
don't
sweet?
fake it.
Oh, okay, we just being happy.
Yeah.
Candy?
Yes, absolutely.
Depression again.
D8.
5.
Blue.
5. Blue.
They can't all be the same. It's just another seawater.
Yeah, that's not the seawater. Yeah.
It
you
could
get
be a new blue flavor. Glass.
glass.
Just a marble.
I mean, that might be good for you.
We're just crunching it.
Oh yeah, just
Give
yeah.
you a skin or something.
You know what? It rips my insides.
This one tastes like internal bleeding.
This tastes a little bit sharp.
You can rip.
You got. Oh, did you find my marble? I lost it in the bag.
Ah.
Oh,
oh, okay.
I just spit the part of it
Yeah.
out that ginger.
Your tongue is kind of bleeding just a little bit. Like,
I am bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
That wasn't too sweet.
It tastes metallic.
Yes.
Do you want that back?
I'm alright, thank you.
I'm very sorry I broke your marble.
No, it's not your fault. Yeah, have another sweet.
Well, that's all I have to offer. But if you
Great.
need help or would like help, you know, in the more risky attempts, I'd be happy to help.
3.
I've got an annoying question to ask.
Hmm.
So this man, this gentleman, this bird, we've taken off the necktie off the little figgy that he, which
Mhm.
presumably gave the mime back their voice.
Lemon.
Yeah, which supposedly gave Candlefoot back their voice. You saw when the vine came off, it sort of like shriveled into like fiery dust.
Say again?
We're gonna go check out.
Cool. How is the bird talking to us? How is the Kenku speaking?
They still seem to have like, that's a good point actually. Their voice sort of retains a lot of like the voice that they have been
Yeah.
using, which you presume is Candlefoot's, but they kind of like now
Does it sound
creak in with different voices here and there.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a wobbly like, but
Like Porky Pig?
yeah, sure, yeah, Porky Pig the Kenku. I'm not doing multiple different voices because that's way too
Yeah,
annoying. So
fair
just
enough.
imagine in your mind's eyes that the voice is going to fluctuate from Porky Pig to Forkhorn Leghorn to Bugs Bunny. Pretty much sounds like all the Walden Brothers like cartoons.
Terry from the ads.
Terry from the ads.
Tadawadaha.
Terry, you know, from the smoking ads?
Terry from the Smoking Ads.
No, Lucky.
No. No.
I thought you were talking about a Looney Tunes character.
No.
My favourite Looney Tunes anti-smoking advertisements.
No, Kettlestein sounds like every Looney Tune character you could ever think of, all sort of like amalgamating into one.
It's so whimsical.
I don't know.
Yes. But it's just
It's
dark.
slightly irritating, but you know, you
That's fine.
get used to it.
Very good, very good.
So you've given the voice back to Candlefoot?
Well, the fact that I'm not really speaking like them anymore would suggest that, perhaps.
I trust your word for it, but I just.
I'll incite the man.
Okay.
That is an 18, I believe, as soon as I check my ability. No, it is a 14.
14? Yep. Seems to be on the truth.
Cool.
Lie.
Beautiful.
Well, I think with all that out of the way, maybe we just calm our heads and we all just enjoy this lovely gondola ride. I'm sure you're not even looking at the sights. Look how beautiful the carnival is from this,
I
from
was
this
just
side.
looking at this sign the last time.
You're right.
I'm beginning to realise what depression tastes like.
You gotta forget.
And
man.
also my tongue kind of hurts.
Oh yeah, I gave you a lemon candy immediately after you cut your tongue.
Yeah. Lucky rolled to give me another boiled sweet and it was lemon, so I've got a cut tongue and I've just got like acid in my tongue.
Depression. Glass.
No, I didn't eat the depression
Oh,
candy.
that was someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just named to me, so that's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
Why do you do this every time?
Let's go check out on Kettle.
We're still on the boat.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah, you are about. I'll say you started up there, and the conversation like you definitely passed it. You see the snail race track. I'd say you're about here. It's a very long gondola ride.
As we're going around, can I look out to see if I see a displacer beast cub?
Sure. You may roll for that.
I roll as well.
Investigation
Oh.
or perception.
Oh, bitch, motherfucker,
Slay.
a 19.
Slay.
Slay. Very good
Slay.
roll. That's a very good roll.
15 plus 4, perception's my thing. Dumb in the head, smart in the eyes.
You see what you do
biggest
see.
lobe.
Yeah, huge, fucking huge occipital lobe.
What you do see, you know, amongst the fireworks and the lights and all these like young couples, like older, like tight friends, like a bunch of just patrons and from all different walks of life, just enjoying their time at the carnival. You do see a displacer beast. It's not a cub. It is the previous one that you saw before.
Oh.
Shit.
She is just minding a couple of different children now, just like playing, like giving them apple juice from the keg that's under her neck.
Collects
You do not-
children.
You do not.
I am the child collector.
Basically, yeah. She did say that
It's
when
like
parents
the
want to go
hags
on
from
rides.
Strahd.
I was thinking it's like that one guy from that one movie with the
That one time.
the candy child,
Candy shower?
the candy snatcher where he has got a candy wagon and he pulls a rope and the walls fall away and it's a big cage. You know
Oh.
the movie? I think Holly will know this one. The movie where the husband and the wife constantly try to kill each other, but in a musical way.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
In a musical way.
Musical way.
And there's it's like a very traumatizing thing for children that they've seen the candy wagon, where the children go in to get candy and it's pulled away and he's like the child snatcher, I think is what he's called.
Oh.
Is it ringing bells or is it nothing?
Maybe a little bit. Is it animated?
No. Live
then
action.
No.
Okay.
I don't think I know, sorry.
Okay. But no, you do not see anything. You do see that this giant.
That's too giant.
I would say you've been going for about.
Hey, I'm walking here. Get the fuck out of my way.
About half an hour has gone by already along this like long, very scenic gondola ride, and after a while, you see that as you're peering out looking for the cub, you see this giant swan sort of like. What happened?
It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the child snatcher.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about now
Uh,
in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yeah, that is so true.
He has a candy wagon. It's not
What
the
the
best picture of
fuck
it.
is that?
And then it gets revealed that he just steals children, and it's an actual cage.
I thought Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was a kids movie.
it is, I think.
What?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's, well, a lot of kids' movies are like kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. Based.
Where are we now? Sorry.
I'll say you're near the ticket booth again, like about over there, and as Bronner is like looking out somberly.
Oh, you. I
Yes.
thought the kangaroo was just.
No.
No, it's just me.
Just like looking out, like trying to like find the cub, notice anything that's happening. You see that the giant neck, this giant swan, sort of like cranes down and like kind of meets your eye. It's like, hello. And then actually speaks to you. Hello.
Me?
Yeah, speaks to you. Is everything alright? Are you not enjoying yourself?
No, I'm always kind of enjoying myself, but now I'm thinking about stuff, and that's like, that's hard, you know?
Do you think about life? Do you think about its about its meaning, its existence? Why are you here? Why am I here? Why are we all here?
I wasn't, but I am now.
What answer do you have? If any, you don't need one.
Well, I'm here because I lost something that was pretty important to me, but I don't really know what it was. All I know is that my thing that I used to be able to do, like my connection that I had with the Wild Mother, I don't have it anymore, and it kind of feels like I don't really know who I am and what I'm supposed to do, so I'm hoping to get it back.
This thing that you've lost, you say. How do you know it was something you've lost and not something you've just forgotten?
Well, when I do my magic and stuff, it doesn't come out right like I used to.
Is that something you've blocked upon yourself, or are you convinced that it was something that was taken from you, or is it something you've regressed? Something you merely thought, do I need it? Maybe that's how childhood innocence fades away.
Well, I think I definitely lost my connection to the Wild Mother. And it kind of feels a little bit, I don't know, I mean, did you hear what Kettle's team said? That I'm not like a typical follower of the Wild Mother. Did you hear?
I don't typically like to pry on people. I just pull the gondola and I enjoy the view as I've always enjoyed it for the last 80 or so years.
That's a really long time.
I'm a very old swan.
Do you ever wish you were doing something else? Like, would you like to maybe not be part of the gondola service, or would you like to, like, I don't know, I mean, I imagine you probably like to fly a lot. Do you get to fly a lot?
When the carnival is moving location, yes, I get to soar my wings out, and when it closes, I get to go for a little run. Strange, I'm normally the one asking these questions. It's not often they ask me a question.
Well, I can't really read very well, but people say that I'm pretty personable, so maybe that's why.
I think they're right in that.
Well, I'd like to hope so.
And you are, my friend.
My name's Bronna.
Bronna. Featherine.
Oh, nice to meet you, Featherine.
Featherine.
Do you get a lot of people talking to you?
I get the occasion. It's part of the bride to ask questions, make the mind ponder while they contemplate, this carnival, this existence, this world, these planes. I like to get people to think, see what they answer. You're one of the first to actually ask me a question.
People don't ask questions.
No. But that's fine. That's part of the attraction. I ask the questions, they give the answers. The troublemaker is I sort of knock overboard when I can.
With a wing?
No.
Or do you just like roll over?
Would you like me to show you?
Yes, can you tip me in the water? Wait, is there anything weird down there?
No. Just hold on tight. And they kind of crane their neck back and sort of like, keep moving forward, and they sort of shake their little tail feathers out like really, really fast, and this is a big bird, right? So the gondola they're pulling starts to go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw. You can do it with advantage because Feathering give you a heads up.
Holy shit, I'm stable, man.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
I have no addition.
Horseful.
10.
10.
What about Kettle's thing?
I just rolled for Kettle's thing.
Oh.
17.
For you.
Yeah.
Very good.
10.
Okay. 8. Natural 20.
Yeah, natural 20. I have no addition to it.
Yes,
I always feel like it's Xander there.
I have a +6.
Oh no!
Everybody's like the gondola rocks and rocks and rocks. You barely hang on. It's like you
My bell's like.
yeah, you sort of like spread your 4 legs out like on every side. It's like I'm taking up space. And meanwhile, sort of like just like I don't know. What would you be doing at this moment just before you go? Whee!
I probably would have been back faced to their conversation, just listening in without saying.
Oh, fucking rude.
As you were lightly eavesdropping in on the conversation, you go like, whoop! And you land in water, and then like the featherine sort of like cranes their neck over against, like, see, little troublemakers like that.
Oh,
It's
that's
kind of
great.
fun sometimes.
Well, they did try and cause a bit of trouble on their boat, so
That
maybe
they
I'll
did. I saw that fancy device in their pocket. It looked quite menacing.
A little bit, yeah.
Do you want me to pick them up, or can they make their own way?
I think that's
Excuse me,
okay.
dear fellow, little lady. You can come back in, and like the gondola sort of stops. Like, come on.
I float on my back for like maybe 4-ish seconds, long enough that there's a pause between conversation and response, and then I'll flip over to my stomach and freestyle back to the back.
Excellent. And then you get back in. You are completely saturated head to toe. No
My hand's,
damage or
like,
nothing. You're
drooping
just
slightly.
Yeah. You were just soaked.
That's pretty impressive.
You got to have some form of entertainment, and 80 years of work.
No, I'm sure. I mean, do you enjoy it? Being part of
Oh,
the
I
carnival
love it.
and all
I
that?
love it. It's very fun when you get little kids in and you give them a little rock and they're all screaming and crying out for help, and in a fun way, of course. They're like, help me, help me. And their
Yeah.
parents go overboard and then they laugh. Oh, the laughs of children. Oh, nothing purer.
Well, I imagine when I was younger, I probably quite enjoyed it. I was here, but I don't really remember much.
Were all of you the same? And then the giant swan kind of like turns to face you all now, saying a bit more loudly, like, "Oh, are you all here for just festival attractions, fun?
I think
Like
I was here.
Do you think you were here?
Yes.
What's your first visit? Excellent. It's always nice to see returning faces. Unfortunately, I don't remember you.
Well, that's okay. I imagine you probably see a lot of people.
I do. In my 8 years, yes, I've seen a lot of faces come and go. Some faces just go. Some faces just stay.
Who is the most interesting person you've ever met?
Ever.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if you got 80 years of seeing a lot of people, you probably don't remember them all. Maybe, I don't know.
That Candlefoot fellow was quite funny.
Candlefoot, the mime.
Yeah, the mime. He's a romantic at heart, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Is there someone that he's interested in?
Oh, have you met Palasha yet?
No, I can't say I have.
Oh, you'll have to meet Palasha when you get a chance.
Are they together?
Oh. No.
They want to be.
Well, Candlefoot can't really confess his love, as he can't talk.
Well, we did that.
He sort of, and Kettlestein chimes in, it's like, yes, I sort of finally broke that. And then Featherin's like, oh, you were the one. Oh, how very naughty of you. Why would you do that? And then she's like, all for a bit of fun. All for a bit of leverage, I thought. To no avail. Well, it seems you did the right thing. Maybe Candlefoot can finally confess to poor Palasha.
Where do we find this Palasha?
That's a very good question.
Should we,
Floating assertively above the big top.
do you think we should T-person. Christ the Redeemer.
I am Palasha, new god of the pantheon,
Yeah, Palasha's just an eldritch horror, guys.
god of violence.
Yeah, we gave Candlefoot back his voice and now he murders and says
Oh,
I am Palasha, god of violence. My followers, they obey my every whim.
So where's Palasha at?
Attack that old person.
Ah, that makes sense.
Not really.
That's it.
No,
Bucky, what are you doing?
What a nice cup of tea. Lovely.
Yeah, delicious.
You don't ruin my tea drinking experience, man.
Oh,
Just need receipt me.
God damn it. Oh, Palasha? Oh, well. You probably didn't see her before you got on. Palasha's just on the other side of the river.
Oh.
When we get back to a full loop, you'll be able to see her if you like.
Well, do you think we should find out if maybe she feels the same as Candlefoot.
Well, I think if Candlefoot got his voice back, I'm sure you'll find
He'll
out.
say something.
Well, either he'll be there, or he won't be.
Have you ever heard Candlefoot talk before?
We can use when you
No,
made it with your
have Swan. Have you ever heard Candlefoot talk before?
Oh, this is Featherine.
Feathering.
Feathering. It's been
Name's not my strong suit.
it's been a few weeks since he last spoke.
I tried his voice a few weeks ago.
And then Kettle seems sort of like, look.
That feels cruel. It's like attacking the employee for the boss. Why would you do that? They just work here.
Maybe I'll have to go check on her myself at some point when the carnival closes. See how she is.
Is it? Wait, who said that?
Featherine did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Check on
I understand that there's not a lot of difference between.
I thought the Kenku was
No, no,
threatening
no.
to steal her voice.
No.
So
Oh no, she's my girl now.
Featherine is checking on Palasha.
Yeah,
Okay.
Featherine's like, maybe I'll have to check on her later when the carnival's closed for the day. See
Oh.
how she is.
Well, I'm sure she'd appreciate that. Hopefully, Candlefoot did actually get his voice back. I think we lifted whatever that was.
Well, the ride's almost over, so only one way to find out.
Well, it's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you very much for your conversation. It really warmed my feathery soul. It's not often that people ask me how I'm doing and what I want to do.
Well, of course.
To answer your question, I do quite enjoy what I do. It is my purpose to bring a laugh and smile to the children of the world. And, in the smallest of ways that I can do it, I'm glad to be doing it. Although, maybe a cheeky fly on a break time here and there wouldn't be astray.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll have to ask Mr. Witch and Mr. Light if they're in a good mood.
Well, hopefully, if our conversation goes well with them, we're supposed to be talking to them.
We're gonna be the happiest people at the party.
Why, well, good luck trying to get an audience with them. I'll say that.
Can I roll an inside check? Just to
Sure,
see
you can roll an
what's
inside
up
check.
with Featherine, if Featherine actually liked me. Send me 15.
Ding. Yeah, no, you can tell that she was touched, actually,
Oh,
by you
okay.
asking the question.
Nice. Well, maybe we'll see you around, Featherine. Thank you very much for taking us on your ride here. I'm sure it probably gets a little bit
At one point.
heavy after a while.
You see, you're pulling up, you go past. Oh, get it out. Yeah. This conversation took place around here, went sort of all the way around. He went along the outer. You go past the feasting orchards, you see all this, lovely, beautiful, peach trees and, beautiful orchids just, in bloom. You see a little gnome on, a rock, just, playing this beautiful lute, and you can hear these, faint little whispers just dancing on all of your ears. It's just but it sounds
We need to go to the.
it sounds kind of haunting, but at the same time it's
From the orchid?
pleasant. It's also pleasant.
Or the orchard?
You hear music playing. You hear music playing from that area as you're passing it by.
And those are carried on the wind to us, the
Mhm.
whispers.
Does it sound like the satyr that played at the Big Top?
No, I'll tell you that much.
Sounds like a gnome that we can see, right?
You do see a gnome. You see a couple of you see a
Please
gnome, and
play.
you see a couple of other people just dancing around with tambourines and playing other harmonics and string
Yeah.
instruments. But the predominant one
See
is the
the
gnome. The predominant one is the gnome,
Okay.
just playing a lute on a rope. And then you pull up back to the gondola swan, and then Featherine will thank you all kindly very much for the ride, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the carnival, lovelies.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Before you go, Featherine,
Mhm.
we've been kind of doing some favors for people. I don't know if you need a favor or anything done. You seem pretty set and pretty happy, but is there anything we can do for you? Or do you know anybody that needs something done for them? I'm looking for, oh my god, what was the name?
Stop.
Star?
Is that the name of the actual child or the name of one of the children we had to
Dulagar.
One
look
cat
at?
child.
That was the name of the
looking for
cub.
Dulagar, Dulagar's son, Star? Do you know? Son, was it?
Yeah, it was Star.
Dulig is
The mother.
Displacer.
yeah.
Displacer beast. Okay.
You wouldn't have happened to see it, will you?
Oh, the little cub, right?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
It's been. Ooh. Oh, I can't say. It's been maybe a year since I last saw that little cub.
Oh, so
Been
probably not a little cub anymore.
Sorry, may not say this.
14.
Tell me the truth.
So
Not-
far as I can tell.
So far as you can tell. No, I haven't seen poor old Star. Some time.
Hmm.
Really distressed. Really distressed. Dulagar, the poor girl. Her only child. I guess her work keeps her busy, but can't be easy losing a child.
Do you have any idea? Well, maybe I should look. Where we should look.
I unfortunately, Bronner, would not have a clue. I
Well,
went
that's
to the
okay.
gondola and that's the most of it.
Well, thank you for entertaining the question.
You're very welcome, my dear. Please enjoy the rest of the carnival.
No dice.
No dice.
So Candlefoot?
Believe so.
Wow.
Oh, do we see Palasha?
You see,
Somebody that looks like a Palasha.
you look like a Palasha. As Featherine gets on, gets a few more new patrons and starts their trip all the way around again. You see on the other side of the Silver Song Lake. Let me find that for you.
That's Palasha.
Mist gathers at the banks of the shimmering lake. Near its center, a mermaid lounges in a giant bowl, singing a glorious, haunting song that captivates spectators on the lake shore. In response, the lake water coalesces into magical sculptures that whirl around her as she performs.
Yeah.
You see this, it's probably 15 by 15 feet wide. It's a giant fish bowl that completely, that's got a lid on it, but it's sort of sealed tight. You see this pale light blue mermaid with a large purpley frill, kind of mohawk hair from here all the way, kind of going along the spine of her the back, and then a beautiful scaly blue tail. She's just sort of whisking and wishing inside the bowl and creating little magical displays of watery fish. She's water that she's performing in, but she's shaping the water in the water to stand out more and making all these beautiful sea creatures and all these little whirlpools that dance around her. She's singing very less haunting more than the people would normally, the outside players would normally. So she normally sounds more haunting. She sounds quite happy and remorseful. But as you can see next to her is a little human mime, kind of sitting, kind of just standing there in awe, looking at Palasha.
Yo, I'm gonna wave. Can I wave at Candlefoot?
Friends,
Hey! Look, you can speak.
don't tell the bosses I'm not really meant to be speaking, but it's been so long since I could talk. Oh, you actually did it.
Of course we did.
I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. Then he sort of just trails off and keeps staring at Palasha, and then Palasha's swimming around, and then she gives gives a little wink towards Candlefoot's direction, and he's just oh, isn't she resplendent?
And she's very beautiful.
I can't thank you all enough for helping me, truly, because now I can finally say how I feel. And then he'll go up to the fish bowl, and Palasha will be swirling around. It's my love. Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of a performance. And Candlefoot goes, my sweet, this cannot wait anymore. And then she's oh, you got your voice back? It was these fine people over here. Give a wave, everyone.
Hello.
And all the audience are just what's going on? Voice? Everyone's kind of mildly confused, clapping, oh yeah, very good, very good. And then you see Candlefoot kind of like compose himself a little bit, straighten his little hat. He gets down to one knee and he pulls out this little box.
Yo!
Pulls open the box and you can see it's this lovely bejeweled golden band, and inside is this beautiful pearl as shiny as like the clear sky and the ocean itself. It's just like, I've been waiting so long for this. Oh, Palasha, my beautiful sweet, your dances and your whirlpools, it is magic upon the eyes, but the magic you give is in my heart, and I want to share that magic with you. Palasha, my love, will you marry me, please?
Yo!
And you can see, for this pale blue mermaid, she blushes uncontrollably, and she conjures some water to like kind of burst the top of her her bowl, and then she sort of just like hops on up on the top of the lid like that. She's like, I thought you would never ask. And she puts her head down and like some water, like a watery tendril, kind of grabs the ring and puts it on her. How did you know opal was my favorite? And then the whole crowd's like, ah, it's beautiful, it's beautiful! Oh my gods!
Ron is crying a bit.
Banju's gonna lean down and be like, oh, is it down or up? It'll be up. I can't lean up. I'll lean over and be like, I thought you weren't meant to do this in public.
It depends on the people. You like usually discuss it beforehand, if that's something that you'd be okay with in the future.
Candlefoot couldn't discuss it though.
I couldn't carry the chest up to it, so.
Well, Candlefoot did lose their voice a few
yeah.
weeks ago, so we don't know. I don't think they'd be married after a few weeks.
It's just so nice.
It's
Oh, beautiful. I want to sign them.
You can see somehow with like this unearthly like resilience and just like overbound with happiness and joy, Candlefoot sort of like steps back and gets like a running start, and he's gonna
Okay, gonna
attempt to
dive into the ball. Yo.
kind of does a jump and like gets up to the lid of the bowl but barely, and then like gives Palasha a lovely kiss on the lips.
Yo.
And I think that is probably where we're gonna have a good break there, everybody.
Awesome!
The
Our
resilience.
second proposal.
Yes!
Woo! We all have fun, everyone.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't expect that to actually happen. Well done, everyone. Yes, we're Chronicle Stream. Please, we thank you all very much for watching. This will be the first part for YouTube, so unfortunately, YouTube people will have to see you again in the next episode. But if you're on Twitch, we'll be back just after a short break. Please click all the links down below to follow all of our socials, keep up to date with all Chronicle-related news, see all the amazing TikToks and Reels that we all make here, and you know, just stay tuned for more Chronicle fun. We have our normal games on Fridays. We have the Sunday game streams, and then next Wednesday we'll have Xander's games. But okay, bad boy. Yes, we will hit you, and it's fine. Anyway, that's enough of us for now. Thank you very much for joining us for Chronicle, and we'll see you in a bit. Ta-ta!
Bye.